And the way we all see life is the way life should exist. Been talking about lately in the last topics about the spirit, and which is something that will never should trust. Not even with our life when they trying to be our friends, or not even with our friend lives, or neither our friends when they try to say they are friends. The spirit have a purpose of making, which in the process of transformation, they convert who was they to who they are in the moment they convert them. That shit will always take you down because of the thing that they transform before you were a person, a normal person. It is the part that hate life is the most to believe for them. Who are they? Why are they here? And what they got into our body and what they honor our body. Why they are transforming our children, what our children had in any case, on the work case, any blame or fault of being here with us if we don't win. At least let them grow up in order for us to understand a reason which should will not be a reason to kill no one in the way, but in the way, in a reasonable way, where we can think as human, smart human, intelligent beings. Believe or think that you had a reason why you punish all society without being growing at least, cutting in as flowers, even children as flowers. This system of big IMAX was funded in more countries with dictators or with a segregation or a war or a revolution or an anarchy or a war in between another nation. Those leaders was in time by the time leading the head or body which was us living in a country under the mandate or brutal, ignorant person who gave the order to kill us all, whoever is outside in the sidewalk or on the street or even in their houses. The brutal decision to kill everyone or younger people, smart people, but brutal and ignorant people or beings, killing us our society, killing us and killing all fathers and mothers and sisters and brothers and friends and cousins and even those that we don't know, that we know that they have the same destiny as I said before in all reading, in all the biggest book around the world, you all can see it. If you read history, you will see the history talk about the dictators from their country, what happened in their country in their original. You will see that they have been behind man, the first life, and then the shadow. We can see ourselves in the mirror, we see ourselves first. And then when we start reading the history of our countries, our nations, we will see a shadow following us, killing us, and doing the founder of the model system, the system where we live the ignorances. The man is not a sentence where the man can be the brainwashed and a system where no one escapes, not even our children, because they also eating in their schools. Which parents do not know that, or which parents haven't thinking about that when their parents figured out what they do to their children. Which parents who know that won't believe what it is. Or life as we know it should be respected by any thought or any meaning and any existence from whoever else have invaded in our planet, or soil, or land, or earth. That she had no right to touch us and try to call life away because they can't hear. We were here when they can't hear. Whoever Earth has been living in between us doing this atrocity to our family and to ourselves. Whoever is agree with them do not deserve less, but the disappearance of who they are and whatever they believe. I was saying the first humankind had an illusion, and their illusions was to cover himself with a roof. He did it. He covered himself. Then his second illusion was another idea, and he put on his side in order for him to cover that side. First, he saw it with an illusion, the same illusion that our children and all family and everyone else has been stolen from us. They've been stolen from us. The same illusion that they don't want us to have. Because if we have illusion, we dream. If we dream, they want to kill us just because. If we dream, we can realize our dream. We have illusion, dreams, and realization. They want to see their dreams come true. But about our dreams, they see their society and they want to see their society function as they have it because it is perfect for them, but it was not perfect for the mother, or for the brother, or the sister, or friend who lost their best friend, or the teacher who lost their student, or vice versa. It is not perfect for them seeing a small guy or a small person falling down just because. The teacher will know it's not the same story. But he have been asking why your system allow all of this shit. Why the constitution of all countries allow this kind of institution where only human people have ways to do laws. Why is this? Can somebody answer? here, what are the interests? What are the interests that they had in our society? And whoever live here should go to the UN and tell us who they are. Since when they here? What are their interests? Why they here? Why they been covering themselves in order for us to do not know who are they? Why they hiding? What they had to hide from us? Which one is the interest? Which one is the interest? We've been talking about a modern man and Evans man, where the man can see clean, but with the brain wax as fuck. You can look at the culture of homosexuality and seeing them as a model people, with open mind people, or open mind people, or new age people. These kind of people are not like us. The man in his toe at the beginning had an iron toe, but no man can be breaking just because there is someone else trying to break in their toe. Systematically manipulated all human being, all humankind, it is systematically manipulated in the existence of the spirit that I was just mentioning about it. They got into our eyes and they put ideas and all that do not exist or we never had it before, while we had it now. While societies, institutions that I was seeing are filling up our society with these kind of people. Brainwashed people. Weak people. Less durable. They die first. They die first. While they making kind or human. While they making kind or human. While they making this kind, which purpose? To break us down more than we are, or to keep breaking us in more ways that they have, or just to confuse them more than our society in its complexion it is. I was saying the humankind is still going in the way it goes. There will be no humankind sooner or later. The human is the human is so full of shit that they still believe that they was born one way and that's the way they are. In no way, in the believer's way, which is the religious way, or in the society way, which is the no humankind must be alive. When the system begins, at the beginning of all systems, as all systems, when the system begins with the dictator, with hard system, with segregation between nations, and so many other kind of pandillas or gangs that not even they know their own reality, which is the reality they live in the outdoor time. Just as other organizations, but in other way to manage it. When somebody have to die in the gangs, somebody die in the gangs. When somebody have to die in the mall, somebody die in the mall. We are full example of how these people in a system to begin another system, within the system, inside the system, their own system. They just move a little bit forward, giving people a freedom that do not exist. They fulfill the organization establishing in all soil, in all land, in all countries, with the house of it. And then they in it all dictatorship existing anywhere or any war or any segregation or any civil war that was existing in which country, who knows? All country has the same beginning, the same spirit of blood history. They fulfill their society with a spirit. They fulfill the society, the organization, full of spirit, creating forces that only thing and only thing can manipulate or manage it as the way they like it because they have from the societies or their people. Changing exactly as they see life for spirit as you all can read in the sacred books. Who are these people that make us believe all this kind of shit in order for them to take us away? Who are these shit people that have invited us with theory where none of them are for real, not even close of those descriptions, fabulous and marvelous descriptions? None of them had those kind of power that they talk about in the sacred book. Those fabulous, marvelous history, with none of them. They not even can dream those fantasies. They not even have enough people to realize all of those fantasies where they have molded and given form to the society or the world, to the system of the world, the currency system. Which is that shit. The people have to believe in order to die. People have to believe what they see in order to die. They wrote an exact lyrics, words, composition of sentence and paragraph in order for us to believe in all that shit that will kill them at the end. In those sacred books, they have exactly the definition of how people should die. That's the brainwash. Those definitions, they make you believe you will die and believe it. That those who believe that will die. All they have to do is read those books. they will learn how to do it. Those governments who were founded on the blood and were assassinated, were killed to be used as slaves. That's the only title a man have and the only title a woman have. Or life. For no reason, no one decide what to think, what to do. We should decide for the good or humanity, for the good of life. Why we have to believe what we have imposed it to us? Because you was born that way. The mother man have a spirit and also is bisexual. The mother man is a bisexual and have the spirit. You know, you can buy $5,000, $3,000. $5,000, $3,000. You can buy. It's easy money. Buying a slave for $3,000. And a slave will be under the rule of the system forever. Because now he's in a slave. Do you all agree? All of those who are agree with system which do not belong to our earth, to our world, are agree with the same system or slavery and also with the same belief that killed the slavery. All of those people, I agree. In this system, with this system, where people can have and people could not make if they don't allow them. Those who got into all countries, creating revolution, established dictators. People, so, where they was not ready to fight. Showing on as is explained it, that all countries were invaded with the same strategy. They got to our soil, they get us into a revolution, into a war, into an anarchy, into a dictatorship, into an invasion, into a war, nation against nation. Once they got the power and the main house or the main character, you can see the same strategy in all countries, in every country. I wouldn't be wrong when I say if there ever is a great war, the G20 should be the first 20 countries to take down. I wouldn't be and disagree if those 20 countries are the first to fall down. Those are the establishment of them. Those are those if you look at the history in those regimes, you will see the same invasion, the same revolution, with people that sit in a chair and no one could take them out of that chair until they replace themselves for others, which are the same other system because they already have it in the party establishment to remember who they are and for continuity of power. Establishing in both sizes, the sizes where they can manage and manipulate or from the right or from the left, or Democrat or socialism, or Visa or MasterCard. But the always side is always the same side. The other side is always the same side. All people, all type of manipulation. I'm in America, Massachusetts, America. Here in America, I was saying, I've been living so much experience with that spirit trying to take my light away that I could define. I could write a book in order for the man defend themselves against that shit, against the invader who put dictators, who create anarchy, civil war, segregation, slavery, and between all life and all type of movement and all type of society. I wouldn't be and disagree if all those countries are the first to fall down. Why I'm not reading the book that I'm supposed to be reading and why I'm talking about things that I'm not supposed to talk if I don't choose the topic. In order for me to keep going or survive in a way where that thing said that human life could end there, is ended or should end there just because the human life had no other things to do. They put a name to our life in so many ways that you can imagine. Believe in what you believe, and when you be in what you believe, will take you to the same path. Even those what you believe saying that we're supposed to die. Even those what you believe put a pause in our life. Even those what you believe who are the owner of the excuse all this shit all around our houses. Same invasion, same strategy. Now look around the world and see if there is no more dead people than alive. United States of America had 3 wars: Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria. The people around the world had definition of God as many God as one. In my understanding, that means that 300,000 God all over the world. who get one in one body, which means that the most powerful of their conviction have a name, a roof, a topic, a deadline, where they can get no more power than they have. And they all can be born just as simple as 300,000 as one. That means that's the max power. 7,000 billion people is the max power. The world extended, creating a third world war. United States against a country who has nothing, North Korea. Why they didn't go in a war for supremacy of power, ending those smaller, inferior type of people who has not even food to eat, like in Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, and North Korea, in the case it could happen. They were trying to reproduce the existing faster, eliminating target that they don't need no more, giving democracy to countries who may doing good in the way they are. Just the same excuse they use in our country when they put dictators. Just the same excuse they still want to use the same excuse to still making war, giving democracy, but killing all kind of type of labor just as it sucks, as it sucks. You use the socks in one side and then you're using another side. They use people live as it sucks. All those walls. Why do you think they have those walls? To create more spirit. Why do you think they want to make it to a wall? To make the spirit. To expand. Expand what? More spirit. Eliminating in the world 100 million people, maybe thousand something people, a billion and a half of people, to create another 3 billion. Is that a war? Making more slave, more and more and more slave. Because rich people have so much ambition that they already have $1 billion and they don't know how to spend, and now they want $5 billion and they fucking clue how to spend it. In which character or possibility seeks the idea that a one person who have the richness of the world, in which character 700 minus 1 billion people can live under a system where 1% of them decide overall. Who tell these people that they are able to come to our country and make business with all natural richness, while those who should have the richness of those countries are those people who live in those soil, in those lands. But I'm talking about our life people. If we're going alive people, we will say that Kenya has a lot of diamonds, and the alive people will have the awareness for those diamonds. Why don't we make a war against the spirit? Why we don't make a war about those who invade us, establishing dictators in our country, establishing segregation, creating segregation against our own people. Why we don't make a war against the silent power? I would say that. Why we don't make a war exactly against that? The target, knowing that they wake up people in churches and knowing that the currency of God is the same currency of money, where they can manipulate all kind of society buying life to control the in all countries, giving weapons to people who have not a fucking clue what to do with, but shoot whoever is kind of the front, killing all smart people, as I was saying, giving to the most ignorant people weapons to fight against their own people, to kill their own people, to divide them, establishing dictator, segregation, civil war, wars against other countries, dividing them in pieces in order for us to never understand, but be part of someone else, being owned by someone else who may have had less capacity than us to govern the population that they govern, meaning whoever it is, the amount of people they have, or 5 or 10 or billions or millions. People with less capacity. Giving a king, an ignorant king, a country, and that ignorant king will take any offense against him and will massacre the country. Now giving the kingdom to an smart guy, a smart king, and the country will not suffering what is being suffering. What is the part, the beautiful part that you will take? Why don't we make a war against that shit? Why we don't make a war against that shit? Why we don't make a war against the power, the invader? Read the history, it's there. Read the sacred book and tomorrow you will die. Read the history. All history in our country has explained it. They got into the country, they invade you, they killed this revolution with another revolution got you to a civil war. Read the history. You will see the whole country has the same history as Ireland. The same history. The same history. We don't make a war against that, which is the same idealism, which is the hiding power. The hiding power.